Name is Roger from Roger's Run and Adventures. That's my channel, and Frankie Kington with me today, as every week. Frankie Kington, that's also his channel. And today we would like to talk about a funny topic. Is it funny? Why smiling and laughing are good for your health, are good for you, generally speaking? I mean, guess what? I found myself a few years ago in a funny situation. I can laugh about it now. But because not everybody seem to think that smiling and laughing is good for your health. I'll tell you why. So I remember going to work in Bolton in the evening at the youth club, okay? And I was happy going there because I did enjoy the work I was doing there. So happy going to work, which doesn't happen very often these days. But anyway, at that time I was happy going to work. So I walked in and there was a young guy like right in front of me, yeah. And as I approached him, he looked at me and says, oh, well, he said to me, what's wrong with you? Why are you smiling? And he was quite serious about that. So, right, so I moved away from him. I don't know what else I said to him. And so he thought there was really something wrong with me because I was smiling, because it just came out naturally. So I think, so some people may think that being miserable is the norm. Being miserable is the norm, but that goes against your health. If you're always negative and all the rest of it, you end up, you know, and so God knows why you think being miserable is actually the norm. And then when you're smiling, because there is nothing to smile about or laugh about, you must be a bit loopy. Fine, you know what? I'd rather be loopy and smile than miserable and clever. But so,
Hi guys,
it's
so true.
yeah. So it's
I'm very, very wary of people come up to say, "What are you smiling for?"
yeah. What are you smiling for? Exactly. That's exactly what he said to me, and it's exactly this. Exactly the words he said, because I remember it clearly. Yeah, so the staff at reception on my left, okay, and then plenty of young people in the everywhere. And I walked in. I was going to do my job as a table tennis coach at the time, and we had even table tennis teams in the Bolton Table Tennis League, and we still have from those days still some players from the Bolton Lazangos Club still playing in the Bolton League. So even though I'm not working there anymore, there are still quite a few players from that, which is great. I am pleased with the knock-on effect and then the influence I had at that time. But some people still don't want to smile. It seems to think that smiling, there must be something wrong because we live, you probably think we live in such a crap world anyway, so I don't understand why you're smiling. There must be something wrong with you.
When the way I deal with that is when somebody says that to me, I honestly feel there's something in their life what they're unhappy about.
Oh, definitely, I would agree.
And I shouldn't judge, but I feel there might be something up with that person or wrong with that person.
Oh yes, absolutely, and
or they might be jealous because you're happy
yeah,
and they're not, or you have something they don't have.
yeah.
So it's really important to not to react in a bad way, but
Oh,
ask the person, "Are you okay?"
yeah, I didn't react in a bad way because I can remember the full event as such, but I remember clearly what he said, actually, what that guy said.
Sometimes in the morning, just smiling at people, it really breaks the ice. People like when you smile because they'll smile back.
Yeah, and naturally I smiled back, yeah, and then, yeah, that's probably what I did because that's what I do anyway. I smile back anyway, just naturally. And, you know, but that doesn't mean that there is no pain and difficult moment in your life. It doesn't mean that. But that doesn't mean you have to be miserable 24/7, does it? And then because if you are miserable 24/7, you probably end up depressed, you probably end up having lots of medication that's going to just touch the effect of your personality and all that. So I think it's important, especially in the world we live in now. I mean, there is so much going on behind the scene we don't know about. There is a lot of things. Yeah, I think we really need, personally, we really need to cheer up. I mean, to be more cheerful. And that's half of the battle won, if I can put it that way. Yeah, because when you are in lockdown and all the rest, I mean, I hope that young person change, because in London, when you are in lockdown, it's even worse, isn't it? There is more violence, there is more domestic violence. My dad was saying in France, domestic violence has increased by a lot, and in this country too, because people are miserable. So if you are miserable in normal time, can you imagine in a time like this? Forget it, if I may say. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very hard. So we really need to, in my opinion, to, I don't know what to say, Frankie, to be honest. Keep smiling back, encourage people.
Encourage people to smile.
Yeah, and
encourage people to see that.
But at the same time, we must not take it too much to heart, because if they don't want to be helped, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, they won't be helped.
But it's nice to be positive, Roger. It's nice to be positive. Let's be positive, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to be positive.
Always give a smile. Let's always give something, you know, Roger.
Oh,
that's really important. Let's always give something. And if you can give a smile, usually people tend to smile back.
Yeah. Okay, that's very true, that. And then the people tend to actually mirror your body language. So it's better to give good body language and smile to a person.
That's a great point. It's a great point.
Yeah, and then so, yeah, let's give them a good, even even that young guy, when I smile back to him, he remembers that. Maybe he's thinking a few years down the line, he might think, oh, I remember saying that to that guy. What did I say that for? You know, if he has changed for the better, he probably...
Even if you can't smile, Roger, I always think it's nice to be polite.
Yes.
Be helpful, or say hello, or be kind. I remember once when I worked in Longside, I used to get on the bus. I always used to say hello to this bus driver.
Yes.
I never forgot it. He said, you know what? He said, if everyone was like you, the world would be a better place, mate. You always smile, you always say hello, you're very polite, you're very warm. Why can't everyone be like you? I just thought it was nice, you know, just heard someone say that, you know.
Actually, it's interesting what you just said, because I just had an experience not so long ago, okay, because I am in the process of buying a car, yeah, and it's taking a bit longer than intended, because obviously there are fewer staff, so things are a bit slower than usual, and all that. And I spoke to the guy who's in charge of the sale with me and all that, of the transaction. And I phoned him, when was it, yesterday or the day before, and I was asking what was happening, this and that. But I was not angry at all. I was very polite. I was just asking, you know, what they were up to. That's all I was doing. And guess what he said to me, Frankie? He said, thank you very much for being so patient. And he actually thanked me for being polite, because he said, we have so many people who come to us to buy cars, but they're so angry and frustrated. Yeah, because I gave £100 deposit to keep hold of the car. Then he said to me, you can try the car when it's ready. And if you don't want it, that's absolutely fine. We can give you the £100 back. Okay. And so I went with that. But he said a lot of people are so angry about it. They expect things to be done yesterday. But the point is, for a start, things can be done yesterday. And two, there is fewer staff. There is a lot who are still on furlong. Yeah. And even he thanked me for being polite. But bloody hell, that's... to me, it's extraordinary. I mean, I am very honored that he said that to me. You know, I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really touched me. That's really touched my life, because and then I mentioned that to my dad when I phoned him, and because I speak to him every day, he's in France. You know, I said to him, you know, what's the point of being nasty? Well, what's the point anyway? It's not going to change anything. Yeah. And then as a result, I probably get a better service back from that guy. Anyway. Yeah, he's going to look after me more. Because I find him very pleasant as well, that guy in question I am talking about. Yeah. Yeah. And so, you know, it's like that it wasn't. But anyway, so the very fact that I was polite with him, I was just polite with him because that's the way I am. Okay? Because I can't see the point of being nasty to people. I really can't. And then I remember.
Won't get any further, will you? It's,
yeah.
you know,
it's like my
job, what I do, if I'm rude to people, they'll be rude back. So it escalates.
Yeah, it does.
And it explodes.
Yeah, and
everybody's angry and upset, and nothing gets done. When you're angry and you're upset, Rose, and you're screaming and you're shouting, nothing gets done.
Yeah, because I have been angry and upset myself in my times, and I've realized when it happens, nothing gets done. You're absolutely right. Because I am a human being, but that doesn't mean I've got to get angry and upset every single time. Yeah, I remember another experience I would like to mention here on this video. A few years ago, I was coaching. I'm not going to mention names because that's very important to protect ourselves and the person in question, because it could be anybody. But I was coaching somebody at the Bolton Lads and Girls Club at table tennis sport. And anyway, cut a long story short, at some point a few years after that, and a long time ago, he actually blamed me for not coaching him. Well, how can he blame me when he didn't want to be coached in the first place anyway? Okay. And then after a little while, he always blamed his environment, and he started to blame me for everything. I didn't coach him, this and that and the other. Anyway, and at some point, he sent me some private messages via Facebook. But some are very, very, very nasty. You don't coach me, you don't do this, you don't do that, you're absolutely useless, blah, 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 blah. And I always was polite when I replied back, always. And then one day, he said to me, I can't remember if it was on the phone when we talked, or it probably went on private messages. He said, I don't understand. I am nasty to you. Why are you not nasty back? And what I said to him, I just said, I am not interested in being nasty. It just doesn't interest me. And I think he was actually flabbergasted by that answer. He expected something else. No, it just doesn't interest me. It just doesn't. If it doesn't like me, fine. If people don't like me, it's okay with me. But it's not my problem, is it? If it doesn't like me, fine. If you like me, you do. If you don't, you don't. You know, we don't have to like each other, but we can at least be polite to each other. so I found that very interesting. And okay, and it's okay with me. You know, do whatever you feel like. You know.
And that's how life should be, Roger. We can't please everybody, can we? We can't make everybody happy.
No, we can make everybody happy. Absolutely right there.
Really good to smile in the face of adversity, but to really be calm in the moment. You see things a lot more clearly when you're calm in the moment.
Absolutely. And
yeah. And not responding to people.
Yeah.
Really important.
Yeah. And again.
There's a lot of wisdom from that, Roger, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it comes down to what we talked in the last video too. It's about respect, tolerance, you know, and things like that. And just keep smiling, guys. Keep smiling. yeah. And then I hope you smile. I hope you smile at this video. Let me know, and down in the comments, you know. I don't know if you have any experiences like that with people and things like that, but if you do have any comments, please, you know, please don't hesitate to drop them down below. At the same time, if you want to see some videos like this one, again, just press the button subscribe and not that little bell as well, so you get notified so you don't miss anything. Okay, important. Okay, so in one word, we would just say keep smiling and bye for now.
Keep smiling, and the whole world will smile with you.